Hello, my name is Mark Helm, and I'm the author of Creating Wealth Through Self-Storage, and I'm the creator of the Self-Storage Quick Start Academy. I help people getting in the self-storage business or people who want to grow their self-storage business strategically do so in a way that creates true wealth and a fulfilling career. And I have a request. If you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel where this particular video is being hosted, I'm not sure where you're seeing it, but wherever you're seeing it, there'll be a link. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. What that does is it helps people who are searching for information on getting in the self-storage business find this material. It supports that, and it would make a true difference for others and for myself. Thank you very much for doing that. But I want to talk about, we're in a management series, I want to talk about the third key performance indicator, KPI, that we're talking about. You remember the first two, don't you? Yes, that's right. Income per month. Two was, yes, that's right. Two was occupancy rate, or if you're in a lease-up facility, it's the net square feet absorbed a month. But number three is delinquency as a percentage of income. So I'll never forget taking over a new facility, meeting with that manager as the new owner for the first time. I picked up their close from yesterday, looked it over, looked up, and I said, so you've got a lot of payment plans. The manager's eyes got real big and said, how in the world would you know that? I said, well, your delinquency as a percentage against your income is 27%. That tells me you've got payment plans. Look, that's a number you've got to stay on top of as an owner. That's a number you've got to stay on top of as a manager. So what is it? Well, delinquency is the money that's owed you. Usually on every operating system for self-storage has it. It's the late payments. It's the auction fees, lien fees that haven't been collected. It's usually in the 0 to 15 and 15 to 30 and 30 to 60 day column. Total all that up and divide it by the gross potential monthly income. That will tell you your percentage of delinquencies. Most operating systems actually have that number right there. So what should it be? Well, a really good, healthy facility has it running at around 5% or less. There will always be some. Look, you're always going to have somebody late on their payments. 0 to 50 in a great facility, you'll have most all of it or half of it or more in the 0 to 15 day column. Look, some facilities are just going to run higher. If you're in a lower demographic area or a real blue collarish kind of area, you're maybe running around 7%. But that's an important number to keep track on. Why? Well, first of all, it's money going into the bank that you need to pay the managers, pay the electric bill, pay your mortgage payment. But more importantly, it tells you when it's time to have an auction. Monthly, quarterly, however you do it, whatever it needs to happen at your facility to keep that number hovering as close to 5% as you can, do it. Look, I know most people don't like auctions. In fact, I have managers who hate auctions. I don't like auctions. And I know I'm going to get way more money from the people who own the stuff than somebody running a flea market. But we got to keep those units in production. Now, I know what usually happens. A tenant will come in and they will have a really sad story of why they can't pay. And I get it. It's a good thing I'm not there because I'm a soft touch. Just ask my wife. But they will have a really good reason why they can't pay. And the managers will become the advocates for the tenants. And they'll approach the owner and they'll say, look, I know this guy's good. He can pay this on Friday. They can pay this 2 weeks later. You know, work with them because they're good people and I want to support them and help them. Do that. And do that enough times with good tenants, with good intentions, and you have 27, 30, 50% delinquency percentage numbers. I promise you. You have payment plans, you have high percentage of delinquency. Payment plans equals high delinquency. Period. Look, you're better off letting that tenant walk take his stuff and go, you'll be much better off doing that than doing a payment plan with him. Now, I'm not saying do that, but have some procedure in place. Like, 50% of what you owe me and you can go. Anything less than that, you can't. Some type of procedure in place. Whatever you do, don't do a payment plan. Why? Because you will have high delinquency. Come up with a procedure, 25%, 50%, 55%, and you can go. Otherwise, it goes to auction. Now, I've learned that the hard way because I've run facilities, I've set up payment plans, and I have had high delinquency. So this is your asset. This is your facility. As the owner, you are in charge of it. You set the rules, and everyone plays by the same game. If there's no payment plans, then there's no payment plans. If it's 50%, then it's 50%. Whatever the rules are, apply them equally to all people. So this is critical, and it's never been more critical than it is in today's market. When we have these extremely high occupancy rates, this is time to make hay, and you're not going to do it with payment plans, and you're not going to do it with a bunch of units that are rented from people who are paying late or not paying at all. Keep those units turning. If you used to have quarterly auctions, have them monthly. If you used to have them every 6 months, have them quarterly. Keep those units moving, get those units back into production. You're probably going to be getting more money from a new tenant because rates are going up all the time. You are raising your rates, aren't you, to stay up with your market? Okay, good. So your rates are going up. So get those units back into production. As an owner of an asset, it's your job to maximize the value of that asset, and how you do it is having people pay for their units and not doing payment plans. So here's the thing. Keep your eye on the delinquency as a percentage. Don't do payment plans, and you are going to have one heck of a performing self-storage facility. So thank you very much. Figure if you don't know, find out today what your delinquency as a percentage is, then put something in place over the next quarter to get that delinquency as a percentage down to where it should be. Have fun doing it, and as you do that, you'll be creating true value and a rewarding career in the self-storage industry. And if you're not in it yet, it's critical you know this, because as you're talking to your bankers, as you're talking to your partners, as you're talking to your investors, you know what to keep your eye on and what the benchmark numbers are. You are going to be someone they want to do business with. So thank you very much. My name's Mark Helm. I'm the author of Creating Wealth Through Self-Storage, and I'm the creator of the Storage World Analyzer, which is a financial analysis tool that's fantastic at projecting cash flows on self-storage facilities. We use it for buying a self-storage facility, building a self-storage facility, or doing an expansion on one. As we're looking at it, we can figure what the cash flows are going to be, we can figure what we need to pay for it, and we can look at a bunch of different scenarios. If we do this, here's the value. If we do this, here's the value. It's a great tool that we have in our briefcase, and we've made it available for any small investor to be able to use this financial analysis tool. Go to the storageworldanalyzer.com or creatingwealththroughselfstorage.com. Thank you very much. I will see you later.